engineering steels, the flesh and bone of car engines, gearboxes, transmission systems, and load-carrying bearings. The railways of the world ran on wheels made from steel melted right here in Templeborough. But that was yesterday. Today, you're looking at a dragon's graveyard. Down there is all that's left of one of man's mightiest crucibles of creation, an electric arc furnace. Only that particular beast, E-furnace in Templeborough, pioneered many techniques which set the standard for manufacturing engineering steels worldwide. Since 1993, it's lain idle. The melters who worked it used to say that once roused, life in that pit was like standing on the rim of a volcano. Its roar made your eardrums ring. Its breath quenched your energy. Its fury could snuff you out in the blink of an eye. Sadly, we can't turn it back on again. But perhaps, with your help, we can conjure up an impression of its awesome might. Imagine what it must have been like back in December 1977, when for 1 week, this furnace held the world record and turned out more steel than any other electric furnace anywhere else in the world. What you're about to witness is a representation of how scrap steel was recycled by an electric arc furnace. A process that once took 90 minutes. But first, let's make sense of where you are, why it's significant in the history of steelmaking, and what you're about to witness.
Where are you going?
First, this melting shop is as big as a cathedral, so you navigate your way around by landmarks. Way down to your right, past 4 more furnaces like this one, is the Sheffield end. Over to your left, past F furnace, is the Rotherham end. The molten steel is refined, cooled.
I think this is
known as
the end, guys.
Before being shipped off for finishing, and then on to manufacturers worldwide. Here, in the middle, where you are, is where the melting takes place.
Where?
That, incidentally, is scrap being loaded, ready to charge the furnace. It's stored in huge pegs behind where you're standing. Up until the 1960s, steelmaking was a back-breaking process. Armies of men toiled day and night, stocking row upon row of greedy, smoke-belching, coal-fired open-hearth furnaces. At the flick of a switch, this electric arc furnace changed all that. Our appetite for cars drove up demand for cheaper steel. Cheaper steel meant faster production, forcing steelos to harness the power of a lightning bolt. What 14 coal furnaces struggled to produce in 12 hours, E and its 5 sisters at Templeborough did with volcanic ease in less than 90 minutes. And now, for our demonstration. First, you need power. The gobbles up 750 million units of electricity, equivalent to the consumption of a town the size of, say, Rochdale.
So this is a pretend guide.
Here's the control room. From here, the first hand melter would direct proceedings right up to the moment of pouring or tapping the molten steel. To the right is the furnace itself. It can tilt backwards and forwards at the touch of a button. Further right, that funnel contraption, that's a heat exchanger. It recycles waste heat from the furnace to pre-warm the scrap basket. And finally, the scrap basket, where the process begins. The scrap basket's now being hoisted over to the furnace by the basket crane operator. Making quality steel means using a balance of graded scrap. Everything from heavy stuff as big as girders to industrial waste like metal shavings and nuts and bolts. It's mixed up with limestone, which soaks up impurities, and pig iron to give it zest by aiding combustion. In order to achieve maximum melt, the team will need to charge the furnace twice. That din is the furnace lid being swung out of the way, ready to receive the first charge. What's critical is aiming 80 tons of scrap directly into the furnace. Position. It's time to power up. Lowered through holes in the furnace lid are 3 giant graphite electrodes, 5 meters tall. They're suspended over the scrap inside. Now here's what happens next. When a lightning-sized bolt of electricity arcs from one electrode to another, generating scorching heat at 3,000 degrees Celsius, cold steel melts. Anyone still hear me? Well, it's not over yet.
Look what happens, guys. This is sparking up like a firework.
Here comes the second charge, and the team are prepared to endure this smoldering inferno all day long. Incidentally, anyone notice blue light amongst all the fireworks? That's an oxygen lance. It speeds combustion.
This is sparking up, guys. This is the firework. It is sparking up like a fire fountain.
On a very long rod. 1600 degrees in there, that's why. Provided the steel composition is right, you're ready to pour off the slag and tap the molten steel.
Is that scary?
By tilting the furnace, the first hand melter gently pours away the molten impurities.
Whoa, that's a big
Into
bar.
a thick skin of slag that's collected on top of the molten steel. Confident that the bulk of the furnace now contains pure molten steel, it's the job of another member of the team to inch the mighty furnace in reverse. This time, 110 tons of steel pours out like a blazing lava flow into the giant casting pot on the other side of the furnace.
Oh. Is that very scary, guys? No, this is most interesting.
And that's how history is made. On December the 10th, 1977, melting shop manager Roger Garbutt opened a Christmas card. It was addressed to his melters, an e-furnace, to celebrate their record-breaking skills. An average of 74
So
tons
guys,
an hour
this
every hour
is the biggest fire that I ever seen in that.
record.
This is the biggest fire I saw. This is very
grateful prime
massive
minister.
fire.
We should be
You have to
grateful
speed up
too.
quicker.
Don't forget that steel is the backbone of the world we inhabit today. And with it, we can bridge rivers, shrink distance, and tower into the heavens.
As you know. So guys, as you know this is a sort in the square. So let's move on to the next tour. So let's move on to the next tour, guys. I think it's a water pavilion. Let's move on. I don't know. Just a projector, guys. It's just a projector. So let's move on to the next door. It says fire. Need oxygen.
This is really cool, Liz. You'll like it.
So you know that. This is the oil. And you know that. Oh no, this is the more. The weather. I think this is the fire tornado.
The warmest you'll be from the whole museum. Okay, ready, Colin? 3, 2, 1, go.
No, just wait. Look, it'll start to spark when it gets really hot.
It's really
So it's warming up now. It's warming up. It's warming up. Warming up. Look, it's starting to bubble.
It's already pressed.
Fire.
It's starting to warm up. Look, I can actually see the.
What are you there, big?
Oh, it's starting to
Bubbling
swell.
means it's getting warmer.
Are you ready?
Now it's going to spark it.
Oh, this is the most.
Tornado.
Oh, this is the biggest fire. So you cannot go near it, guys. This is the biggest fire tornado. This is the biggest fire tornado. You must never go near that, guys.
How did that happen?
You must never go near that because this is very dangerous.
Nice and hot.
So it became a tornado. I don't know. It makes that sparking noise. So this is what it makes. So that's sparking stuff. So what do you think of it now, guys? Type in the comments below. So I'm going to show you something interesting. This is the code Geo Saver. You know. this, I'm going to lower this down. So it will attract more magnet. I don't know, no.
Darling, how do you get to go down? Down. Go down. Why is mine not going down?
I don't know.
I think it's dead.
So I didn't know here. This is the entrance, about how it works.
Time go. Time go.
So guys, this is very interesting. I want to show you something. Steel properties. I don't know here. This is about how it works. So look, this is a mirror. So this is the heat works. This is about how it works. Go back there. So this is very interesting. So I don't know. No. I'm gonna feel about how this is the coldest. This is a very cold. This is the coldest. So I want to feel, is it warm or cool? Feel this. So this is the electric motor. So this is the forge. For this is a huge big forge. So about this one. About this is the degree. And the note here. Everything's liquid. I wonder which one is colder. I think they're all called guys. I think they're all called. And this is the fall tornado. Oh, you know, it landed up. I think I should step up a bit. So this is the most interesting fact. This is probably beautiful.
What is that? What is it?
So, I'm going to try and bounce
Okay,
it
let me
up and
try.
down onto the. So,
No, don't do that. Just you want it to on.
I don't know. Is it so I'm going to bounce up them down. I know this. So now we're bouncing up and down. So yes, bounce, 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 bounce. You know.
What's this one, Charlie?
So, right, this is the most interesting. So let's continue jumping on this. Oh god. So good. So let's jump. How hard I can jump. Another. No. This is the countdown. I don't know. So this is a map. No, Yeah. Oh, down. Where's this stuff? Chưa có cái gì có. Như thế bạn nói. Yeah, very interesting, guys. You know very interesting.
Don't be. Can't get the hot biggest menu of the thing.
There you go.
No.
There you go.
I'm doing it already, dude.
There you go.
Guys, this is a zero saver.
Are you going to do this one? Gonna come this way? Come this way?
Right. This is Mary.
Hey! Well done.
This is a magnet.